Друзья, всем привет! Сегодня мы будем проходить АланВейка. Ну чё, поехали? Новая игра. Так, кошмарный нам недоступен, ладно. Поехали нормально.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is AllanWейk. I'm a writer. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there.
Приехали.
I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Так, пойдем. Нет, не надо. Да. Так, двигаем. Опа, стой.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
Окей.
I
Двигаем.
had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Добраться до маяка. Понял, принял. Там вроде тупик. Здрасте. Оу.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama?
Валенка на
You're in
канале.
this story now, and I'll make you suffer. You're a joke. It would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. You'll never publish another one of your shitty stories. Because I'm gonna
Да. Оп.
You missed your deadline! Damn.
Понял. Давай. Оба.
You can't stop me!
Еще раз. Ух ты, сука.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Валим. чё, запыхался? Беги давай. Короче, это чел, который за ним гонится, персонаж его книги показан, да? Но это тоже персонаж книжки? А где кровь?
I was trapped. There was no way out. The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Хорошо. Прилетело.
Follow the light.
Иди на свет.
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Давай.
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Живучий какой, а? Собака.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
You make me this way.
Здрасте.
This is it.
Опа. Где? Два. Тихо. Надо тут. А, хорошо. Че, батарейки? Ракетница. А ну-ка. Давайте врагов. Ай, красавца. А ну-ка. Ох, хорошо. Так, ревик возьмем пока. Все? Двое. Фонарик. Ставим. Нормально. Так, дальше погнали. Перезаряжаемся. Дальше. Еще что ли? Где? А, вот двое. Че нам экономить? На. Ай, хорошо. Двигаем. Это все тот же источник? Разберемся. Оп. Да, ты куришь, что ли? Беги давай. Опа, опа, бочки. Давай, дружище, чуть-чуть осталось.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Какие это был сон? Понимаю. Кинговский городишко.
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm AllanWейk.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you
Да-да-да,
have
пока.
a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's
Барри
going
это
to be
наш
calling
агент,
you every
походу.
5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan.
Началось.
I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And
Сумасшедший
you keep it
фанат
here. Well, okay.
какая-то.
Do me a favor,
О,
Sonny.
бродяги.
I could really use a tune right now.
Музончик. Сейчас поставим.
Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Бабуль, ты чё?
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am.
I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't wanna
Stuckey,
die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache.
he
Overeager
didn't
fans
listen.
always did. Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Стрёмная бабка. Так, все, валим.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Ну уж мы не сомневаемся, что она волшебная.
You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to...
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Дедуля.
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia.
Ладно,
It
идем.
swells up like a balloon.
The Andersons. They're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Что-то мы не туда поехали, да?
That
Подозрительно.
diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on PBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey.
Подонок такой.
I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia, the fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Так, там генератор. Стоп. Давай, открывай.
Here we go. Let's take a look inside.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Да не так уж и темно, что ты боишься-то?
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Hello? Anyone here?
Да, вроде нет. Открывается дверь. Все закрыто.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Ёб твою мать.
Damn. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier.
Так, это что такое? А, это календарик. Ну такой домик себе, такой. Так, ладно, пойдем свет искать. Свет, свет, свет. Так, это что? Это коробки. Смотрели? Так, нам туда. Что это?
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Ага, ясно, понятно.
An old generator had been
древность какая.
connected to the power
Ну-ка.
cable.
Еще. Все. Валим.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay. I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Быстро, однако, стемнел, ладно. Валим домой.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice! Everyone keeps...
Hey! Just hear me out! There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No! It's not like that. That's not...
Опа.
Alan?
Опа.
Alan?
Don't!
Дамочка в черном.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Минус свет.
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
Тихо.
What the hell?
Да бегу, я бегу.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Угу. Дружище, как ты здесь оказался-то? Так, что это такое? Что это?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
С дороги слетели, что ли?
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Да, с дороги. Окей. Поехали.
Damn.
Ай, у нас машина. Так, у нас ни фонарика, ничего нет, да? Херово.
Hello?
Воу, что за свет такой?
Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly.
Ладно. Разберемся. Поехали дальше.
Anybody there?
Здрасте.
Please, I've been in an accident.
Мужик с топором? Дайте палку хоть какую-нибудь, что ли. Так. Фонарь какой-то.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Угу. Чё это? А, это... Как ее? Лесопилка. Так, а там что-нибудь есть? Что-то, походу, нифига. Ладно. Перелазим. Да. Вау, запрыгни. Да. Оп.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen,
Deposit.
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Хм. Так, это уже интересней. Мужика какого-то зарубил. Карл Стаки. Окей, окей. А ну-ка.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it.
Враги. Нихуя-то. Так, го в дом. Сейчас что-нибудь найдем. Давай, беги.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
О, древик. Супер. Шикарно. Так, что у нас тут есть еще? Батареечки. Патрики. Все.
Yes.
In Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello?
Ну что ты творишь, дядь?
This is bad.
Вот сюда. Да давай, беги, прыгай. О, однако. Нет, аж двое. Угу. Разряжаем пока. Не надо стоить.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range.
Так,
And now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just
так, это у нас что?
disappeared. If I was dreaming,
Ага,
it
это у нас
felt real enough
свет.
to make me sick.
Так, отлично. Стрелки. Так. Тайники какие-то.
Eerie hand-painted
Да,
graffiti
походу.
was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Ракетница. Ништяк. Вот это вот ништяк. Так, что нам надо сделать? А, вот. Гену запустить. Или что это такое? А, мы добили.
Dark Forest was the
Обесточили,
last
понял.
place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Здрасте. Все? Нет никого больше. Так, что у нас тут? Так, страница романа.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with АланВейк was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty.
Угу. Проношу официантку. Так, вроде больше нет ничего. Го дальше. Двигаем. Так, тихо, тихо, тихо. Кабель.
What the hell was that?
Что же это?
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Так, ну походу туда. Ну здесь проверим, может что-нибудь есть. Угу, пусто. Ладно. Что это у нас тут такое? А, еще одна страница. Так, глянем.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon. But Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping.
Так, наш дружбан приедет. Скоро. Так, а тут что, тупик? Тупик. Тупик. Ладненько. Так, стоп, куда нам тогда? Здесь мы? Да, мы здесь пройдем. А, нам вот налево по бревнам, понял. Здрасте. Сука.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Так, тут пусто. Ладно. Патрики есть. Батарейки есть. В принципе, живем пока. Оба. Ах ты падла. Стой. Батарейки. Нет, будем готов. Ну, бля. Они еще и кидаются. Так, залазим. Стоп. Мы опять на лесопилку вернулись. Так, у нас тут опять знаки. Так. Наверх. В домике, да?
Taken. They're taken.
Тут у нас что? Батареечки. О, батарейка-то вообще. Хоть жопу жуй. Ладно, двигаем дальше. Тут пройдем? Нет, тут не пройдем. Скоро стаки вылезет. Я чую.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
О, живем. 42 Патрика. Плюс обоими.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Так, вон там, по-моему, Гена мерцает. Давайте здесь посмотрим, пошаримся. Так, подсказок никаких нет. Ладно, давай здесь попробуем пройти. Сейчас полезут, прям вот чую. Сейчас полезут. Да, трое. Так, есть один. Тихо, не надо летать. Заряжаем. Есть. Готово. Так, что у нас в доме? О-хо-хо-хо.
With all this forestry
А
equipment
вот это вот
around,
хорошо.
there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Страница еще. Давай почитаем.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into...
Угу. Скоро нас птицы, походу, будут атаковать. Ладно, поехали. Угу. Так, ревик пока возьмем. Особо дробовик нам не нужен. Хотя, сейчас полезут. Вот прям как пить дать полезут. Может и нет. Тут лампочка он горит. Сложная загадка. Так вот нормально. Так, где нам тут? Вон лестница, вижу. Оп. Хорош. Дробовик, патроны. Что-то, походу, будет сейчас.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
Так, это тот дедуля, которого мы на пароме видели. На пароме. Еще один тайник. Угу. Тут что? Еще одна ракетница. Хорошо. Дедулю слушать не будем, пойдем дальше. Долго это все. Тем более русской озвучки нет. Не очень удобно. Стоп. Страница. Да. Что пишут?
At first I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs.
Так. Где? Кто? Стоп, там... Сука. Да выйдите уже, покажитесь. Так, давай Гену запустим. О-о-о-о-о-о-о-о-о. Уйди, 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 уйди. Блять. Готов? Тварь, а? В кнопках запутался. Ладно. Так, ну в принципе недалеко. Сейф-зона у нас, значит, да? Угу. Ладно, вот бежали. Берем дробаш. Сейчас покажем. Страницу эту мы читали. Может, ракетница жахнуть? Жалко.
Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Суки, а? Крысы.
Belly burster is the best with no context. Monster dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Где? Ага. Ну, в этот раз так просто не возьмешь. Так, по-моему, больше, чем двое. Так, стоп. Ага, вроде нет никого. Патрики. Оба! Все. Хорошо. Ой, минус патрон. Дядя. Револьвер. Здрасте. Ах ты, сука. Ай, блядь. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Ух! Чуть не откинулись, а? Так, надо похиляться. Ракетница у нас, да, 0. Берем дробаш тогда. Ага. Так, двое. Сзади есть кто? Сзади вроде нет никого. Тихо. Релик берем. Минус один. Батарейки. Готов. Так. Где-то... Стоп. Просто подсказка, что ли, была? Страница. Еще одна.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any...
Да, что будет? Ну да, патронов много, чё бы не пострелять в землю. Ага, контрольная. Речки. Отлично. Так, двигаем дальше. Ага. Желтая краска, значит, где-то у нас ништячок. Наверное, ага. Ништяк. Сюда. Ага, вон, вижу. Вижу. А, отлично, еще одна ракетница. Зарядим ее. Мы уже близко. О. Кто? Где? Покажи, сука. Ты там орешь. Кстати, вот пометочка была какая-то. Вот. Ладно. Это, наверное, к тому тайнику относится, который мы открыли. Так, страница. Трое. Мужик, я с вами экспериментировать не буду, вот это сделаем, и все. Бум. До свидания. Еще одна страница.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night.
Угу. Скоро встретимся с шерифом. Ага, дробовик. Патрики. Батарей. 20 батареек уже. Че по телеку?
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind.
Кстати, передача очень интересная, но все-таки мы смотреть их не будем. Очень много времени у нас это займет. Открываем ворота. Двигаем дальше. Телевизоры, радиопередачи очень сильно на атмосферу влияют. На самом деле. Так. Это мы что? Что там включили здесь такое? Тьма сгущается, кстати. Сейчас что-то будет. Ой, бля. Ты упадешь, нет? Патронов насыпали. Так, на дробовик только 9, возможно, да? Ну пойдем, что будем делать-то? Как ты сейчас? Где ты орешь? Стаки. Так, ты стаки? О-о-о. Есть. Батарейки. Не вставляй. Есть. Че, живой? До свидания. Батарейки. Тихо. Кубурзы. Стой. О, это Барселона, да? Так, где он тут бросит? Дробовик. Вот он. Поймали. Батарейку ставим. Ты, блядь. Сука какая. Два патрона. Ой, я косой. Хорош. Добили.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I reached the lights of the gas station alive.
Ну, со Стаки разобрались, я думаю, дальше уже будет не так жестко. Ага. Открываем. Включаем. Точнее, отключаем. И вон она уже, колоночка. Все шикарно.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
У них тут какой-то праздник, День оленя. Подозрительный, на самом деле. Уже который раз про него слышим.
After the insanity I just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting, at least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
I'll write. I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Игры и развлечения, лотерея, соревнования рыбаков, конкурс пирогов и неожиданное состязание. Живая музыка. Для детей. Кривозубый Чарли днем. Невиданная мистическая фантасмагория Монтгомери вечером. Не пропустите легендарный парад на День оленя. Опять День оленя. Так, на мобилу надо найти, наверное, да? Вот он.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm AllanWейk, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Однако. Так, ребят, на этом закончим эту серию. Подписывайтесь на канал. Не болейте. Все, всем пока.